Hi guys! Right, I'm going to show you two methods in which we can make backgrounds for our posters. One of them is going to be using coffee. So if you don't have any paints at home, you could use instant coffee, okay? Use boiling water or cold water and use your paintbrush, and up and down in the same direction on your page, you can create a wonderful background for your poster that you are going to have finished by today. So the reason why I've said to use coffee if you don't have any paints at home is because actually, if you look closely, and study Hannah Hoch's work, around that period of time, there wasn't really bright colours being used in people's artwork. They were quite dull and they were quite sepia sort of toned colours, which is why coffee could work perfectly as a background if you wanted to use it. Think about the period of time in which these pieces of artwork were made. Was it a particularly happy period of time? It was quite a tense period of time with the war, etc. So I think the choice of colours in artists' work around that time really reflected the era they were living in. So that is the coffee one done. And if you do have paints, you'll notice she does use colour in some of her backgrounds, but again, they are not bright colours, okay? So I decided to go for a kind of muted, like sea green is the best way to describe it. And in a minute I'm going to show you how I mix the colours together. Now when you're painting, it's really important that you do this quickly, and that's quite light there, sorry. I'm just thinking, I need to make that darker. Quick note, it's always better to start light because you can always add, but if you start too dark, it's quite difficult to take it back. So yes, notice I'm painting in up and down strokes in the same way. I'm not going side to side, I'm going up and down, because I don't want to see the paintbrush strokes. And there you go, you can see the colour that I'm using. But you don't want to see the paintbrush strokes. You kind of want it to be a really block coloured background. So you want all the paintbrush strokes to go in one direction, so it gives the illusion of there not being paintbrush strokes. So there you go, I'm using that blue and like a mossy green and putting them together to create that sea green background. And so the colours are not too bright. I'm working very quickly. And I'm doing this to avoid the streakiness as well, because if you work slowly, your paintbrush marks will dry, so as you're working along, they won't be easy to blend next to one another. So you've got to do this with confidence, guys, alright? A lot of confidence. And that is basically it. So it's really important you create your background first and you let it dry. Once you have done that, you can begin to assemble all of the pieces you have for your collage, and we will show you what to do in the next video. So well done for making your background, and goodbye.